What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with a little toot. We're back today with another tutorial. Today I am doing a little bit of a teal eye with some gold leaf, some chunky glitter, and a smoky, warm, burnt orange outer area thing. So does that describe it? Is that a good name for a look? I honestly never know how to name and describe looks. I'm the worst at that part. The worst. I've been seeing a lot of people play with gold leaf on their eyes lately, and I am very into it. And until today, I actually hadn't gotten it to work the way I wanted to. So I will show you how I did it. I also added a few little, not quite freckles, but like they're beauty marks. You know, they're like a speckling. That's not what that means. A little speckling. There we go. There's the word. A speckling of beauty marks in like a dark teal color, just to kind of play on the colors on the eyes. And just because I felt like it, you could totally skip that part if you don't want to do it and just do the eye look and the neutral lip. I guess this is a neutral lip. It's kind of peachy, orangey, but you know, it's on the neutral side. The gold leaf and the glitter that I'm going to use today are both things that I found on Amazon, and they're not like a name brand, but I will try to find the exact ones that I used. If not, I'll find something really similar and I'll put a link in the description below. Also, I wanted to mention that most of the products that I'm using today are Urban Decay again, and this is like the third video in a row. I promise you, I'm not working for Urban Decay and I don't get paid to make these. They have just sent me a ton of shit lately, and I try to use the new stuff that I get sent, obviously, to test it out so you guys can see it. So that's how it worked out. Before we jump into the tutorial, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you want to make my day brighter. And also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. If you're new here, just hit the button down there. It takes 1 second. I'll wait for you right now. Thank you. Also, I just want to let you guys know that I have been struggling with my eye looks lately and haven't felt like I have been able to blend things properly, and I've been getting patchy eyeshadow application. I was just really frustrated with doing eyeshadow in general. And I realized that it was because I've been setting my eye base with a powder. And for a long time, that seemed like it was working for me, and then it just wasn't anymore. So today, and like for the last couple of days, I've been like kind of just doing like some practice looks and stuff that I haven't taken any pictures of, yada yada, you know, just for funsies. And I haven't been setting my base. What I've been doing is just putting down my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer and just buffing it in with a little eye brush and then not setting it at all. And I've been getting better pigmentation, more control over my blending. It's still really easy to blend it out. It doesn't like make it harder to blend. You just have more control. It's so much better. I've noticed that the trend lately, it has been for people not to set their eye base, and now I kind of get why, because I thought for the longest time that setting my base was making my life easier, and it really wasn't. It's so much better this way. I just wanted to let you guys know that before we started the tutorial, because I don't usually film that portion. So that way you guys know what I did and why I'm having an easier time, and I don't want to jump in a river today. I think that's all we need to know before we start working on this makeup look. So let's zoom on in and get started, okay? All right. Okay, I'm going to start off the look today with the Urban Decay Naked Petite Heat Palette, whatever you want to shorten it to. And I'm going to start with the middle shade here. And I'm going to start packing that right around the crease area without really blending it, just kind of packing it down in really small circular motions, and then I'm going to come back and blend it out a little bit more later. Next, I'm going to pick up a clean blending brush without any additional product on it, and I'm going to blend the edge of that out. This is the MAC 224S brush. Next, I'm taking the same MAC 221S brush and a little bit of the color Wild Thing, and I'm going to go back into the crease area with that too. Next, I'm going in with the Urban Decay Single Shadow in the color Deep End. I know, I'm using a single shadow, crazy. And I'm applying that with a Sigma E55 brush. I'm putting that on the inner portion of the eye, a little bit on top of where we put that warm shade down and blending it in. I'm gonna blend it a little bit over that and kind of into the crease, a little in the inside portion, and I'm gonna bring that to about here and then stop it. Picking up a little bit more of that same shade on an e.l.f. pencil brush. I'm gonna use that precise, more packed down application of the pencil brush to put that like into the crease and sort of extend the crease upward a little bit. Not quite cutting the crease like I would with concealer, but just bringing it up just a touch. Okay, next, woo, this is weird. Oh, it's floating in the air. Next, I'm going to apply some of this gold leaf where the blue ends on the eye. I'm going to do that using the NYX glitter primer and a very small brush. This is a Sigma EO6 brush. I'm going to apply the glitter primer just in a really small area. I really like this stuff because it doesn't really disturb the shadow underneath it, which is nice. And it's sticky enough to stick down the gold leaf, but not as sticky as like a lash glue would be, because I've practiced this once or twice, and when I use lash glue, I feel like it leaves my eyelid feeling a little sticky the whole day. I'm actually spreading this glitter primer all the way in this whole empty area that I left here and a little bit onto the blue because I'm going to use that to stick the glitter down too. Apply the gold leaf, I just take like a little chunk like this on the end of the brush. It sticks nicely because of the primer that's still on there, and just start kind of placing that down right in that center of the little patch where we put down the primer. In the rest of the area where I put down that glitter primer, I'm going to use this chunky, multi-size, multi-color, but mostly champagne-y gold type of glitter. I don't know the name of this. I bought this on Amazon, so I will link it down below. It was super cheap. I'm going to tap some of that into the lid, and I'm going to apply it with the same brush. I'm going to use the Deep End liner pencil from Urban Decay, and I'm going to use it on the inner half of my waterline. And I'm also bringing that onto the lower lash line, and I'm going to blend that in with the brush. For the outer half of the waterline, I'm going to use the Torch pencil. Just rub it in there and then run it underneath a little. I'm going to pick up a little bit more of the Deep End shadow on a small Morphe pencil brush, and I'm going to run that underneath on top of the liner that I put down. I do get a little bit of fallout when I do this, but it's not a big deal. I didn't conceal underneath my eyes yet, so we'll just clean it up and then put concealer, and you'll never even know what happened. And on a MAC 219 pencil brush, I'm going to blend out the outer half with the same colors from the Naked Petite palette that I put on the top half. Now that the eyes are pretty much the same as one another, I am going to throw on some lashes and mascara, conceal underneath my eyes, and then we'll move on to the lips. And here's the finished eyes. I'm actually gonna line them with the Torch lip pencil. I have two of these pencils, so I don't use the one that I use on my lips and my eyes to avoid eye infection, so that's a little tip for you. You should not use things that you use on your mouth in your eye area, just in case. So I have one that I specially use just for my lips. I find that it's a really good lip pencil because it's like an orange, burnt orange color, but it lasts so long because it's like meant to set on the eyes. It works so good. And I'm gonna fill them in with the Vice lipstick in the color Fuel. This is Fuel. Okay, so I think this look turned out really pretty, and if you want to, you could definitely leave it as is, but just to make it a little bit more interesting, I'm gonna add a few beauty marks, but I'm going to make the beauty marks kind of in the same color tone as the teal. So I'm going to use the Anastasia liquid lipstick in the shade Requiem, and I'll apply it using an eyeliner brush. And here's the finished look. And that's it for the tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, because that really helps me out. I just feel like a broken record saying this every time, but if you do that, I would super appreciate it. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, because if you don't, I am going to cry myself to sleep tonight. Thank you. You can also go ahead and follow me on social media. I'm at Msquinnface on Instagram and Twitter. You can also find me as Nicole Quinn on Weero. Pretty much anywhere else you want to find me though, I'm just Msquinnface. I post new looks on Instagram all the time, and a great way to get in touch with me and chat about stuff is Twitter. That's all for today, and I will see your little wiggly butt in the next one.